All right, here he is, your teammate, the former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Cain Velasquez. And a lot of people ask what could have been had he been able to stay healthy. No denying his status, though, as one of the best heavyweights we've ever seen.
It's unbelievable that you consider him one of the greatest of all time, even though he's missed about 4 years due to injury. But when you look back to the Junior Dos Santos trilogy, getting knocked out in the first round, losing his heavyweight championship, to dominating him over the course of 10 rounds is unreal to watch. The cardio, the pace, the pressure, the crispness, the tightness, and the accuracy that Cain possesses in his striking was truly amazing. No wasted energy. The Antonio Rodrigo fight, the Nogueira fight was truly a masterclass in striking, with Cain finishing him in 1 round.
Cain Velasquez has stepped into the octagon. This time he wants to leave with that championship belt. All right, so Islam Makhachev getting back on the proven ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away from him.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason. And as you've seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight. The great Hasbullah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev steps inside the octagon. He looks ready to go. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, to get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Cain Velasquez! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Islam Makhachev!
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean is our referee tonight. All right, round getting underway, and we take a look at the Combat Sambo World Champion and UFC lightweight contender, Islam Makhachev. What will he do in this?
Oh, no! Oh, my goodness!
Effective punch from the clinch there by Islam Makhachev. Oh, big damaging knees here to the body. Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
And now leather being thrown on both sides.
He's going to guillotine.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow. That is great submission defense.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Velasquez is in half guard.
Big ground and pound.
Velasquez is right back to the full mount here.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Islam Makhachev. Just over 3 minutes to go. Oh, this is some high-level, efficient, effective ground and pound by Velasquez. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Velasquez is back in full mount.
Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Takes his back now. Oh, good ground and pound here.
He's brutalizing him with the ground and pound. This fight is close to being done.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
Makhachev's in half guard now. All right, side control now. Velasquez is right back to the full mount.
He's got to be careful here. In the half guard.
Good work from the top here by Velasquez. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
These ground strikes really starting to add up. There's another one.
Now he's going full mount.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Velasquez. All right, so now we start to see some visible damage in the form of swelling as the ground and pound strikes continue to land. Velasquez is looking for that arm triangle. Ooh, that looks tight.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Velasquez. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. 10 seconds now to go in the round. Velasquez is back in full mount. 5 minutes in the books.
Hey, stop.
All right, so that round is in the books. Makhachev's eye is looking pretty bad at this point, DC. The cut man's going to hustle in there and see if he can work on that, or that eye might swell shut. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway.
Oh, nice right hand.
His misses are entertaining. Oh, nice job to block that punch.
Oh, big elbow.
It's hard to think about about a fight in his career in which he has absorbed this amount of damage. His face is essentially shut.
Unrecognizable. He's unrecognizable. That is as close to the term that I can say. This guy does not look like the guy that walked into the octagon earlier. He made a lot of mistakes early, and they're ultimately costing him right now as we've gotten longer in the fight.
Nice strike from bottom position. A series of punches from the top here by Cain Velasquez. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Oh, another strike lands from the top.
Get them out here.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
The ground strikes starting to pile up. Well, the cut man's getting excited, but nobody else is. That cut's getting worse by the minute.
Every time he gets hit there, it gets a little bit messier.
Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by Makhachev. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Cain Velasquez. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions. Every time he lands, the cut gets worse. What a great job recognizing his easiest path to victory.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
He's got to find a way back to his feet.
Oh, how about that transition to top position? Beautiful work by Makhachev.
You need to work on this position.
Oh, to the mount. Big right hook there by the champ. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Makhachev. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. Back mount now. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Makhachev.
And now he's inside control.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed.
Oh, nice. Nice shot there by the champ.
20 seconds left to go in round two. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions. Good round.
All right, that's the end of the round. Makhachev's eye is really looking pretty bad after those 5 minutes. We'll see what the cut man can do about it. But if he doesn't get the swelling to subside, that eye could swell shut. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Beautiful counter punch, really settling in when it comes to his counterattack here tonight. And again, making good use of what is a huge advantage in reach.
Nice combination by the champ. He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find upper. Oh, my God.
All right, looks like he is going for a hip toss here. Yes, he is, and with amplitude, able to take him down.
He got it. You know it. You know that it's coming, but he got it. He does a great job of disguising this technique. He has a fantastic judo flair, and he did a great job of getting to this position.
Really smart approach by the offensive fighter, badgering that cut. More blood by the minute.
If head movement wasn't important early, it's very important now because that cut has gotten a lot worse. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Islam Makhachev. Oh, some big punches raining down here, picking his spots well, and hasn't chosen to engage his opponent on the ground necessarily, posturing up and making these shots count.
I mean, why would he? He's having so much success doing it and fighting in this exact same manner that's leading him to be ahead in the fight right now.
Nice job by him there to move into half guard. Not much resistance from the bottom fight.
He's just too good in this position. Look for ground and pound immediately.
Makhachev's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with going Kimura now.
Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. Oh, and now he gives up on the submission. Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes.
All these actions, though, these big actions gotta wear on the gas tank of both guys.
We have crossed the midpoint of this fight. Oh, hard ground strike there, and that one opened up a cut. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley's somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. Well, an incredible fight thus far. Both fighters look like they could be finished at any time. If you wondered about the heart on either side, that question was answered tonight.
Nothing. There are no more questions in regards to these two fighters. Both of these men have been hurt. Both of these men are swollen. They're bloody. They're both, even though they're both willing and ready to continue this fight.
Oh, not at all where he wants to be now as he gets flattened on his back.
Oh, he's spraying blood now. Holy smokes.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Islam Makhachev. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. Makhachev's right back to the full mount here.
Great defense by this fighter. That was a slick transition.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Velasquez is an absolute mess right now. There is blood everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them call in the ringside position between rounds.
Great submission defense.
Under 20 seconds now to go.
Oh, right into mount.
Good work from the top here by Islam Makhachev.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Makhachev's back in full mount. Working on the ground here, his opponent's feet on the hips. We're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here.
It's only going to get worse. You have to be smart with your experience.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of a fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
There's that patented single.
Got to be careful here.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Well, some might describe this as critical condition. That eye is absolutely mangled. I wouldn't be surprised to see us get a stoppage here soon.
Yeah, I mean, John, you look at his face. He's been beaten up for a very long time. I could see the doctor coming into the ring, looking at the cut and saying, I've seen enough. He passes the half.
Velasquez is able to transition back to side control now.
Lands a nice punch from his back.
All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Cain Velasquez. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Velasquez. We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Ooh, in position for a submission here.
Every time he hits the ground, this is what he does.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
It's getting really hard to watch him absorb shots on that eye. I wonder if the referee's thinking about calling in the doctor now.
Well, John, the entirety of the fight, that has been the target of his opponent. He has not adjusted defensively, and now he's paying for it. Now, somebody's going to have to save him.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Cain Velasquez.
Fight back! Fight back!
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. Now he's going full mount.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
90 seconds to go. Dean steps in.
Holy smokes!
What a fight. Make the bad man stop. A nice stoppage win for him here tonight, and the other side just couldn't handle the incoming assault. A flurry of punches, most of them upstairs, and when those big shots land repeatedly, the referee has no choice but to step in and call the fight. All right, here one more time. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 30 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Cain Velasquez.
So congratulations are in order to the former two-time UFC heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez, still a guy who many believe is the greatest heavyweight in UFC history. Not sure if this performance alone is enough for him to get an immediate crack at the title, but he certainly did everything within his power tonight to prove that he is still very much a force to be reckoned with in this UFC heavyweight division.